What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the best prospects in the UFC. I've picked 1 to 3 fighters for every division. So to start with flyweight, the best prospect in my opinion, I know it's Josh Van, but like I don't really consider him a prospect anymore. So that's why he's not in the video. There's some fighters that aren't in the video that I would still put on the list, but I just didn't want to have too many because I've got like almost 18 fighters to talk about in this one video. But the first one that I've got here is flyweight Loner Kavanaugh. He's 9-0. One of the things that stands out about his fighting to me is his fight IQ. He's very smart. It seems like he's got a good game plan for every fight, and if he gets hurt in a fight or if he gets tagged with something, he adjusts very well. He's tough. He's fucking fast, as is everybody at flyweight, but he's extremely well rounded. He can shoot takedowns. He can defend takedowns. He's a great striker. He's just very good everywhere, and he's also very young, and that means he's got a lot of time to improve. He's fighting Charles Johnson next. I think he's going to win that fight. I don't see him getting a finish, but he's fought some pretty tough guys in the UFC so far, and he's just very, very good. So with a couple more wins, I think this guy will finally start to get the appreciation that I think he deserves. But he's very good. If you guys don't know about this guy, go check him out. Watch some of his fights. And I think you guys will agree with me. He's the only one I have for flyweight because the other two that I could think of right now were what the fuck is the guy's name? I don't know how I'm blanking on this. Yeah, Ramazan Temirov. I think it's Temirov, the guy that just beat Charles Johnson and Josh Van, but they're both in the top 15. So I wanted to try and select somebody outside of the top 15. But on to the next one. We've got Cody Haden at bantamweight. He's 8-1. He's like a miniature JDM. He's got great striking. His boxing is very good. He throws good combos. He's got some good pop for the division. He's got good power. He's got great submissions. He got a submission on the Contender Series. He's got good wrestling. He defends takedowns very well. He shoots some good takedowns of his own, and his get-ups are great. It's going to be very hard to hold this guy down, and he's got a great gas tank too. That's one thing you noticed in his fight with Dan Argueta. Even though, he pushed a crazy pace early on, he was still pushing that same pace later on in the fight. He's got a good gas tank. I will say his defense could use some work, and his technique could use a little bit of work. He gets a little, spastic sometimes, throwing big looping shots, but I think that'll all come with experience. Like in his fight with Dan Argueta, he did walk into a couple right hands. His hands were low sometimes, but I think he's going to improve a lot. Like a lot of the other fighters on this list, he's very young, so that's a lot of time to improve. And this guy, he's like a bantamweight Jack Della, and he's got a sick fighting style. If you don't know him, check out his fights, as goes for everybody on this list. If you see a fighter on here you don't know, they're on this list for a good reason. So I think this guy's very good. He is going to go very far in the division, and I think he's great. But on to the next bantamweight, I've got Beksat Almakhan. Now, you guys might remember he fought Umar Nurmagomedov in his first fight in the UFC, and he lost. He did lose that fight, but he did manage to drop Umar, and he survived 3 rounds straight grappling with Umar. That is fucking crazy. This guy, he went from fighting some cans and bums on the regional scene to fighting Umar Nurmagomedov, and he went all 3 rounds with him. Like, he did get beat up, but come on, dude. Like, that's impressive. He's an amazing striker. He's got crazy power for the division. He's got great timing. Like, when Brad Katona closed distance, he dipped a little bit. Beksat threw the uppercut right away. Fucking slept him. He's very tough. Like I said, he got beat up versus Umar, but not once in that fight did it look like he was about to quit. So that's a good thing, and I don't think a lot of other people will be able to beat him up like that. And yeah, this guy's just fucking sick. He's dangerous with every strike he throws. He loves throwing kicks. He's got powerful hands. And he's got good grappling too. Like he will shoot on somebody. He'll shoot takedowns. He just hasn't had the chance to yet because in his first fight he was fighting Umar, and in his second fight he knocked out Brad Katona in like a minute. So yeah, definitely keep your eye on this guy. I think he will be in the top 15 in no time. He's very good. So yeah, Beksat Almakan. He's 12-2. One of those losses is to Umar. But yeah, this guy's fucking sick. But on to the next one at featherweight. You guys might know this guy. This is the fucking Korean Conor McGregor. Okay, he fights exactly like him. He loves throwing those spinning kicks. His distance management is great. He loves counter right hands and left hooks. He's extremely athletic. He's very fast, and he's got great head movement. He's got great vision. I will say his hands are very low, but those other things I just listed kind of make up for it. But I won't be surprised if he gets chinned one day. But that's not going to be until he fights somebody who's very good. This guy's got crazy power for the division. His timing is amazing. He's a sick fighter. If you guys saw his fight with Jackie Sergi, then you know. But there's some other fights you could go and check out from the regional scene. He fights exactly like Conor McGregor, dude. And he's very good. We haven't really seen a lot of his grappling. He looked good in one of his fights, but he was fighting a guy with a negative record. I don't remember the guy's name, but I watched some of his regional fights, and his takedown defense looked good, but he was fighting a can, so yeah. But this guy's awesome. Like I said, he's Conor McGregor 2.0. Fights exactly like him. Go check him out. Great fighter. Ju Sang Yu. Next featherweight prospect, Kevin Vallejos. Literally Topuria Jr. He is. He fights exactly like Ilia Topuria. He has the same stance. You know, the side to side head movement. Like his head is doing this all the time. His head is always moving. It is not going to be easy to hit this guy. He's got amazing boxing. The technique with his punches is fucking amazing. He's got bombs in his hands. He hits very hard. And he's only 23. And this guy's already looking like a fucking killer. He's got great combinations. He mixes it up to the head and body very well. Kevin Vallejos, in my opinion, is the best prospect at 145. Keep your eye on this guy. He is fucking amazing. And he was Gene Silva's toughest fight. If you guys haven't seen that fight, check it out. He took round 1 off of Gene Silva. And then he started getting pieced up a little bit in the second and third round. But it's Gene Silva, dude. And he took him to a decision. And it was 29-28. That's very impressive. So, yeah. Kevin Vallejos, sick fighter. 15-1 at featherweight. His only loss, like I said, Gene Silva. So, if you like Ilia Topuria's fighting style, you'll love this guy. If you told me they trained together, I would not be surprised at all, because it's Ilia Topuria reincarnated, bro. He's the same fighter. So, yeah, this guy is fucking amazing. Check out some of his highlights. Yeah, on to the next prospect, Jose Delgado. He's 9-1 at featherweight. He's a very good striker. And like I said here, dangerous with every strike. What I mean by that is, this guy's like the definition of an MMA striker. He's throwing knees, elbows, punches, kicks. He throws everything. He'll throw spinning shit. On the Contender Series, he got a vicious knockout with a knee. It was brutal. The guy went out cold. He's got a very unorthodox style. He's fast. He's got amazing cardio, and he pushes a crazy pace. And his footwork is really good. He's always moving, never stationary. He hits very hard, and he's got good grappling too. So this is another guy to keep your eye on. He's fighting Haider Emil, who I was also going to put on this list. But like I said, that would have been 4 prospects for featherweight, so it's a little too much. But yeah, him versus Haider Emil is a sick fight. I don't know who I'm picking. They're both some of the best prospects in the division. But yeah, this guy's awesome. He trains at the same gym as Jared Cannonier MMA Lab, so that's a good gym. And like everybody on this list, he's a young prospect, so I'm sure he's going to be improving leaps and bounds from fight to fight. But this is a guy to keep your eye on. He's fucking amazing. On to lightweight. Chase the Dream Hooper. You know. You know Chase Hooper. Fucking insane jiu-jitsu. Insane. Up there, like top 5 in the division in terms of jiu-jitsu. And I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. I know it might seem like I'm joking. Like, he's not the future GOAT. I'm going a little bit too far with that. I'm just a big fan of Chase Hooper. But his jiu-jitsu is fucking world class. His striking is getting better. It definitely needs some work, but it is improving. He's looking more and more like composed on the feet every fight, and he's still very young. He's like 25. He's been in the UFC for a while too, but I think Chase Hooper has insane potential. He's like Charles Oliveira 2.0. I'm telling you, this is Charles Oliveira. This guy's sick. He's wrapping people up like they're pretzels. He was like, it was like a white belt versus a black belt when he fought Jim Miller. Like, he was kind of just playing with Jim Miller on the ground. So, yeah, I fucking love Chase Hooper. He's one of the best prospects at lightweight for sure. But on to the next one. We've got Quillin Salkill. As good of a division as lightweight is, there's not a whole lot of prospects. Like, I know there's Joel Alvarez, but he's already top 15. So I'm kind of trying to give you guys some names that you might not have heard of, but this is the best I could come up with for lightweight. Quillin is a dangerous striker. Like we saw, he flattened Anshul Jubli in about 20 seconds. He's very well-rounded. He's smart. Like, he shot a bunch of takedowns in his last fight, and I thought he would be the one getting taken down. He's got very good submissions. He's extremely tough. Like you saw in his last fight, he'd get tagged with a huge punch and just stand there with his tongue out like this, like it was nothing. And he's only 25, so this guy's got a lot of potential. I would like to see him be a little bit more composed on the feet. He does look a little erratic, but he's got good kicks. He's got good straight punches. Just good Muay Thai in general. His kicks are dangerous. So this guy's going to be improving fight to fight, and he's very good. Good prospect to keep your eye on at lightweight. I'd like to see him fight somebody like maybe Slava Claus. I'd like to see him fight Slava Claus next. I think that would be a great fight. He would probably TKO Slava Claus on the ground. I think he would be shooting a lot of takedowns in that matchup, show off his grappling. But in his last fight, his grappling looked amazing, dude. He was just flowing. So I think this guy has a lot of potential. Keep your eye on Quillin Salkill. But on to welterweight. Jacoby Smith. Out of all the prospects on this list, I think this guy has the brightest future. So, yeah, this guy is fucking sick. He's insanely athletic. His wrestling is amazing. Some of the best in the division already. His striking is already good, but it's going to be getting way better because I'm pretty sure this guy had a wrestling background and he didn't start training MMA till like not that long ago. He's got insane power. In his last fight, he knocked out Preston Parsons with a nasty left hook. He's got great fight IQ, and he's very calm when he's fighting. Like a lot of these guys with wrestling backgrounds that come over to the UFC and they start trying to strike, like a Bo Nickel, Dylan Budka, these guys, they look terrible on the feet. They don't look composed. They're throwing like these big looping shots with terrible technique. This guy, he keeps all his punches tight. He keeps his hands up and his chin down. He's not making these stupid mistakes when he's striking. He looks very calm. He knows what he's fucking doing. And he's like a thinking fighter. You can see him thinking in there. Like, he set up that left hook versus Preston Parsons very well. This guy is fucking sick. 10-0. I think he's going to keep that undefeated record for a long time. This guy will be in the top 10 within 2 years. If he's active and he stays healthy, I genuinely believe he will be in the top 10 in less than 2 years. He is fucking amazing. Go watch his fights right now. But on to the next one. Islam Dulatov. Now, this guy hasn't even fought in the UFC yet, but he's very well-rounded. He gets submissions. He gets TKOs with elbows, knees to the body, punches. This guy can do everything. He's got great power, great finishing instincts. He knows how to find finishes, and he's dangerous with every fucking strike he throws. Like you see on the Contender Series, he got a vicious knockout with an elbow. You go watch some of his other fights, he'll get a Darce choke, he'll get a guillotine, he'll get a TKO with a knee to the body, he'll sleep somebody with a right hand. He can do everything. He's a little bit of a wild man. I'd like to see him tighten up his striking a little bit. He's there to get hit, but he thrives in a fucking war. This guy's a sick fighter, and he's a Versace model. He could be a millionaire without fighting, but he chooses to fight because he fucking enjoys it. So that should tell you something. And he's got a dope-ass nickname. He's the Ripper. He's 11-1. He's a welterweight. He's fighting on UFC 318 or 319. I don't remember. I think it might be 319. He's fighting Adam Fugit. He's going to absolutely destroy him. First round finish. But yeah, keep your eye on this guy. Watch his highlights. He is fucking amazing. And even if he loses in the UFC, which I don't think he will for a while, he is going to be a fan favorite instantly. So yeah. On to the next one. Andreas Gustafsson. I think he's the oldest guy on this list by a mile. He might be like 35. So it might be a stretch calling him a prospect, but he just made his debut against Chaos Williams, who is a very good fighter. That is a tough fucking debut, man. And he absolutely destroyed him. He walked him down. He went full retard on the feet, swinging these big looping hooks with no technique, but it works because he's durable. He's got a lot of power. He's got good wrestling. He's amazing in the clinch. He's dangerous with his knees, his elbows in the clinch. That's his game. Pressure you to the fence, get in the clinch, and break you as the fight goes on. And he's very durable. You can hit him, but if you want to beat him, you're going to have to knock him out cold. And I don't see a lot of people doing that. Or you're going to have to out-strength him. And that's going to be tough because this guy is a brick shit house. He's strong as shit. So keep your eye on Andreas Gustafsson. I think with the right matchups, dude, this guy might be in the top 5. Now, I say the right matchups. Like, if he fights Leon Edwards, I genuinely think he would beat him. I think this guy would beat Vicente Luque right now. I think he could beat Wonder Boy. There's definitely fighters in the rankings that I think he would beat right now, especially Leon, dude. What the fuck is Leon going to do to this guy? Nothing. This guy would break Leon Edwards. So I think he should stay active, be as active as possible because he's getting old. So the clock is ticking. You've got to go. But I think this guy has a bright future. I see him winning a lot of fights. And the guys who are going to beat him are going to be people who can either match him in physicality, like somebody like Joaquin Buckley would probably beat him, or somebody who can just fucking completely out-technique him, who's just way better, like Ian Gary. Carlos Prates would probably sleep this guy. JDM would beat him. These kinds of guys would probably beat him, but I think this guy has a bright future in the sport for however long he's here. So yeah, and he's one of the only fighters that makes clinching entertaining. So yeah, keep your eye on Andreas Gustafsson. This guy is a savage. But on to middleweight. I've got Ateba Gadier. I don't know how to say that. Hopefully I didn't butcher it. But this guy, look at him, dude. You can tell he's got insane power. And he doesn't rely on that power. Okay? He doesn't just rely on it. A lot of these guys who are fucking jacked, physical specimens, they hit crazy hard. They come into the UFC and they fight like idiots. And this guy doesn't do that. He's very technical on the feet. He's got great straight punches. Something he likes to throw a lot is his left knee. He's very dangerous with that. But he's got good technique with his punches. He keeps his punches tight. He's obviously very strong. He's athletic. And he's only 23. He might not look it, but this guy is 23. He's had one fight in the UFC. He's fighting on UFC 318 against Robert Valentin. That is a sick fight. I think he's going to sleep him. He's going to sleep Robert Valentin, unfortunately, because I like Valentin. But I think this guy has a lot of potential. A potential issue with him, though, could be his takedown defense and his grappling. Because on the Contender Series, he fought this Japanese guy, and he got held down for a good amount of time in that fight. But I see that improving a lot. And on the feet, you can't fuck with this guy, dude. He's very good. So if you haven't seen him, go watch him. He's like the #1 middleweight prospect right now. This guy's fucking sick. But on to the next one. I've got Marco Tulio. This guy, he's kind of like a. I'm trying to think of a fighter to compare him to. He looks like he trains with the fighting nerds. Okay, you watch him fight, you're like, oh shit, is this guy a fighting nerd? Like when I was watching his fight with Trayshawn Gore, I was convinced he was a fighting nerd. That's how he fights. He's kind of like Mauricio Huffy, a little bit, but he's very talented. He's very fast. That's something that sticks out to me. For middleweight, this guy has very fast hands and kicks. He's got a lot of power, and you can see him making improvements fight to fight too. Like you watch his Contender Series fights, he was getting a little bit wild. He was overswinging with some of his punches. He didn't really do that against Trayshawn Gore. He kept everything tight and clean with good technique, and he throws a lot of different techniques. Like he'll throw spinning back kicks, spinning wheel kicks. He'll throw elbows. He'll throw flying knees. He's got great boxing. This guy is just dangerous everywhere, and I don't think his grappling will be too much of an issue. But I can't wait to see this guy fight next. Dude, I'm jumbling my words up right now. I can't wait to see who this guy fights next. But he's amazing. Watch his fight with Trayshawn Gore, one of the best performances of the year. It was amazing. But on to the next prospect. We've got Azimat Boev. So this guy, he's 20-3. He's a middleweight, and he's fucking hilarious. Check out his Twitter, by the way. He's funny. So that might give him some plot armor, some aura. That might happen. But he's got good wrestling. If he's having trouble on the feet, he will shoot takedowns. He's also got really good takedown defense. His ground and pound is fucking dangerous. If you haven't seen his fight with Zachary Reese, he pinged his head off the canvas with ground and pound. He's got insane power, and his striking is decent, but it is a little bit wild, so I think he could get better striking. But he's just very dangerous, and he's a well-rounded guy. You're gonna have trouble taking this guy down. Good luck trying to do that. And good luck beating him on the feet. He's fucking tough. He's got crazy power. He's very physical. So this guy is another prospect to look out for at middleweight. I see all these middleweight prospects. They're gonna be in the top 15 in no time. But if I had to pick one who I'm most confident in, I would say it would probably be Boev right now at middleweight, just because I think he's shown he's the most well-rounded out of all these guys, and I think he might be the oldest one out of all of them too. I'm not too sure, but I think he's the most like ready for high-level competition. But all these middleweight prospects are good. Middleweight is a great division right now, so yeah, look out for these guys. On to light heavyweight and heavyweight. This is where it kind of drops off a cliff. We go back and we look at these prospects that I showed earlier in the video. They're all great, but some of these, they're kind of not as good. But this guy is as good. Zhang Yang. I know he's in the top 15, but this is all we got, man. This is all we got. It was going to be him or Azimat Murzakanov, who's ranked even higher than him. So, yeah. #1 on the list, we've got the Mountain Tiger. This guy's the Mountain Tiger. That's a hard-ass nickname. So that gives him, like, plus 1,000 aura right there. He's got amazing boxing. You watch his fight with Brenson Hibero. He's very dangerous in the pocket. He's got good eyes, good head movement, and his punches are very tight. They're compact and they have a lot of power. And he's very calm. Like he's thinking about everything that he's doing. Um, he doesn't make these stupid fucking mistakes that a lot of fighters make, like dropping your hands low, having your chin up. He doesn't really make those mistakes a lot. So that is something that's very positive. And I got future champ in Aura because that's what I think, dude. But another thing that stands out to me is his elbows. He's got very dangerous elbows, and that's why when he fought Anthony Smith and Anthony decided to walk up to this guy like he was in a fucking swamp, he was stuck in the mud. He was just plodding forward, trading elbows with Zhang Ming Yang. Um, and that's the number one thing you don't want to do. His elbows are fucking lethal. He fought, I think it was Ozzy Diaz. He got a knockout with a lead elbow. Like, who's doing that at light heavyweight that you can think of? Somebody getting a knockout with a lead elbow? That just doesn't happen. So, this guy's a sick striker. Haven't really seen his grappling, but there's not a whole lot of grapplers at 205 to worry about, to be honest. But, yeah, watch out for the Mountain Tiger because he's coming for the belt. But on to the next light heavyweight prospect, Umar Sai. This guy fights this weekend against Alonzo Menafield. He's got a very long reach, I think 83 inches. So he's got good straight punches. His jab is good. He's got a powerful right hand. He's got good kicks. His calf kicks are decent. He's got a nice body kick. But one thing that really stands out is his grappling. He's obviously fucking huge. He's strong, so he can kind of manhandle these guys. And I put great grappling and amazing grappling. Wow, dude, this guy must be something else. But no, he legitimately does have very good submissions. He's got good ground and pound. Very good grappler. So if you get taken down by this guy, say your prayers. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of prospects at light heavyweight, to be honest. So this guy and Zhang Ming Yang are definitely at the fucking top of the prospect ladder in that weight class. So I think they will both be in the top 10 very soon. But on to heavyweight. First prospect, it's fucking obvious, Talison Terara. And it's because he's not fat, which is very rare for heavyweight. He's got extremely long arms. He actually fights behind his jab. And he's not an idiot. So he will shoot takedowns if he's having trouble on the feet. And he's very dangerous in the clinch, which is why I think he's going to beat Derek Lewis. I think he's going to fold him with a knee to the body. And we saw in his fight with the big fat Tafa. I don't remember which one it is. Probably Justin, because I'm pretty sure Junior Tafa is the not fat one. But yeah, he elbowed the guy's nose off. And he's got a granite chin. He was getting hit a lot in his Contender Series fight, so that's something to worry about because it is heavyweight, but he showed that he's got a good chin. So, yeah, his defense could use some work, but, yeah, he's huge. He's got a good jab. He is not afraid to shoot takedowns, and he's very dangerous in the clinch. So that's like a recipe for success, and he's not fat. So that's like a recipe for success at heavyweight right now, which is kind of sad. But I think this guy will go pretty far. I think he'll probably lose once he gets to fighting the Volkovs and the Pavloviches and the Gans of the division. I don't see him beating those guys, but hopefully he does because we need new people for Aspinall to fight. But on to the last prospect. We've got Mario Pinto. He's 10-0. One thing that stands out, he's very technical for heavyweight. A lot of heavyweights, they go out there, they swing big, meaty hooks, and whoever gets hit first goes to sleep. Not this guy. He's got very fast hands. His hands are like fucking lightning, especially for heavyweight. He's patient. He does not force the finish. So he will, stay calm, fight behind his jab, throw calf kicks. He'll shoot takedowns occasionally. He's got a lot of power. on the Contender Series, he absolutely fucking folded this guy with a tiny little short left hook that did not look like it should have hurt him, but he's so fast, the guy didn't see it coming, and he absolutely folded him. And he's got good recovery, and he's very calm. And the reason I say good recovery is because he did get clipped by Austin Lane. He got dropped by him, which is, a little bit of a bad look, but he recovered very well. He stayed calm. He did not panic, and then he went on to absolutely lay him the fuck out with a right hook in round 2. So, yeah, this guy, I think, is the best prospect at heavyweight. Keep your eye on him. I think he will be in the top 5 of the division one day. So, yeah. These are the prospects. We'll give a little recap. So, we got Mario Pinto, Talison Terara, Umar Sai, Zhang Ming Yang, Azimat Boev, Marco Tulio, Ateba Gaudier, Andreas Gustoson, Islam Dulatov, Jacoby Smith, best one in the video, I think, in my opinion, Quillin Salkilled, Chase the Dream Hooper, Jose Delgado, Kevin Vallejos, Ju Sang Yu, Beksat Almakan, Cody Haden, and Loner Kavanaugh. So let me know what you guys think. Any prospects I missed out on, let me know. Who's your favorite prospect in this video, and who do you think will do the best out of all these guys? So goodbye. I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time.